Hey there guys, how you doing? Forgive the poor audio quality. I'm using the built-in microphone on the camera for the moment because the voiceover mic is currently set up in the booth. Speaking of, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to make a new sound booth and I wanted to document that process. So first, let me show you what the current setup is and then we'll move on to the construction of the new one. So forgive the mess, but basically what I've got going here is a moving blanket on some light stands, kind of vaguely wrapped around, coming off the wall there to the booth. So it's kind of clipped over to there, to a light stand there, wrapped around a light stand there. The microphone is clipped onto a card table. And it comes out into my little homemade sound booth, and it is hooked up to the Zoom Q8, which is the typical, my usual vlog camera, but then I also use it as my audio mixer. Alright, so this is basically my current setup for inside the booth. I'm right up against the blanket. Over here is okay, but it's totally open on this side where I come in because I've only had the one moving blanket. I mean, the portable sound mini booth has been, I mean, it's worked, but I've been having issues lately with more outside noise working its way in. My office and sound booth area is in our basement, and unfortunately our neighbors have some rather loud trucks and motorcycles and stuff. So there are times when the engines are going and like everything, all those bass frequencies are just rattling through here. So it's like I need something that gives me a little bit more soundproofing so that I can get more work done and not have to wait so much. Like I've tried recording at night, like after everybody goes to bed, but unfortunately my office is right next to the kids' bedrooms. So I keep them awake if I'm recording in here. So that doesn't work either. So I figure step one is making a new sound booth that I can have, at the very least, have blankets all the way around. I have some leftover insulation foam, which actually from that I used to block these windows. I still have some of that left, so I think I'll also incorporate that into the design to try to help with some of the sound dampening. I've looked online for quick, basically like do-it-yourself sound booth ideas, and a nice inexpensive one that I found was basically building a frame out of PVC pipe and then using the moving blankets to to build your walls around there. So I'm gonna call it the soft TARDIS because it's basically phone box sized.
Doctor, is that another TARDIS?
No, it's another of the same TARDIS.
I'll put a link in the description if you're curious for where I got my plans from. It didn't really provide specific lengths in the plan, just kind of a general layout, so I kind of made up my own a little bit. So basically it's going to be about this same amount of space that I've got right now, but just hopefully better insulated, so that like you can probably hear stepping and stuff upstairs right now while I'm talking. The other reason. It's not going to be perfect, but baby steps, right? So enough yapping, let's get to putting this thing together. Okay, and it's at this point I now realize that I'm gonna have to pull the that shelf out of the way so that I can have this all up against the wall. So hopefully doesn't mean I have to take all this apart, but at least it's giving me an idea. It's gonna be a lot of nice room in here to, actually I may be able just to wide enough, I may be able to maybe just set this over the shelf. I don't know. And we'll see. This is why I'm dry fitting it and not gluing it like the directions said. Okay, so now at this point in the process, I've hit a bit of an impasse. So the problem I'm running into now, I need a four-sided T, where basically it's coming left to right, out this way and down. So like a 90 degree and a T all at once. In order to connect two cross pieces on the top. We'll give it some extra stability, and then I'll also be able to use it to like hang a light off of it and stuff. Unfortunately, I had to special order those, and I can, just as a temporary measure, I can get a couple more. I'll need 4 more just regular T's, and so I won't have my roof stability back, and at least have the sides all done. I didn't buy those though, so I had to I had to special order these special things, and those should be in next week. And I am 4 regular T's short to get me through in the meantime, because I forgot to count for that when I went and got the stuff. So now I've got this thing here. We'll make it work.
4 to 6 days later.
Alrighty, they came in earlier than expected actually. I wasn't expecting them for a few more days. So these are the little contraptions. 4-way, so it's, elbow and T, just kind of like I said. So these will go in the top 4 middle spots to hold the crossbars. So I'm gonna attach them real quick, make sure it's gonna be steady, and then I think I'm gonna actually pull the shelf out a little bit and just kind of wrap this around it, have the back wall go behind it, and then we'll hang up the blankets. So let's commence the time lapse. Seeing a problem. Did I mismeasure? I may have mismeasured. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. Either I don't have these in far enough, or I cut these too short. Yeah, 4 inches short on this one. So, my options are I would have to cut all those 6-inch pieces, trim them down. Or I check the leftover pipe that I've got and see if I can get 2. Let's see if there's 88 inches worth. I don't think there is.
A few moments later.
Okay, so cut a new piece, so I'll have that. I've got this little guy to finish that distance off, but I'll need to get a coupling. But I've got a job I really got to record, so I'm going to put this one in. We'll get the blankets up and just see how it goes. Boo. Not exactly a TARDIS, but kinda. Alright, why don't you come on in and join me? Here we are. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Better than nothing. Still gotta figure out how I want to do the back, but I think I will wait until I get the piece I need for the top. This will definitely, I think, get me through at least this next recording session or two. And yeah, I think we can make this work.